Hello, everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. And if you enjoy commentary that's straight to the point without all the fluff, join our family. I personally love to have you. Following up on the mystery surrounding the passing of Mica Miller, the dearly departed wife of Pastor John Paul Miller, who is the lead pastor of Solid Rock at Marketplace Church in South Carolina, where, after preaching 2 sermons last Sunday, decided to share the shocking announcement that his wife had passed away from a self-inflicted unaliving in a park that was almost 2 hours away in North Carolina. This announcement raised eyebrows and led to questions about their relationship. So, with that said, here are the unbelievable details about J.P. Miller and Mica Miller. Mica started attending JP's church when she was only 14 years old. At the time she met the pastor, he was 28 years old, married with 5 children. According to the reports, it was at that time he took a special interest in Mica, if you get my drift. Some people would call that grooming, but I digress. When they got married, she was 23 and he was now 37. The allegations before the church are that this pastor was financially, physically, mentally, and sexually abusive. There are also alleged reports that she was repeatedly forced to participate in activities with the pastor against her will. Now, you're probably wondering where this information is coming from. Well, allegedly, Mica kept a binder that detailed all her encounters, for lack of a better word. This supposed binder has now been turned over to the authorities for further investigation. Let me add that it is being reported that anytime Mica attempted to leave this man, he would slash her tires, put tracking devices on her vehicles, and all out stalk this woman and allegedly get her committed to a mental hospital. And to get the church on his side, he would often speak about her business, make up stories about Mica's mental health challenges, and share all this information on the pulpit to the congregation, as you saw in that video that was released when he informed the church of her passing. The gag is that when he was on the pulpit speaking about her mental health challenges, what he neglected to do was mention that he was the one that was the cause, allegedly. Now, gird your loins for this latest information. Allegedly, this man, this pastor, would force his wife to watch him engage in intimate encounters with other women, and allegedly, he also would participate in these encounters with men. You heard me right. Allegedly, he would pick up homeless people and participate in those salacious activities with them. As early as February of this year, it is alleged that she escaped this hell that she was living in with the pastor, and she was being hidden by her friends. And when she found out that he was allegedly using the church's money for his personal use, he had her recommitted to the mental hospital. Sadly, after this last bout of her being committed to the mental hospital, when she was released, she got picked up by a friend. She told her friend that she's not mentally ill. There was nothing wrong with her, and that JP, the pastor, her husband, was going to make it look as if she hurt herself. Unfortunately, as the Bible says, there's power in the tongue, because everything she said came to fruition. As for the pastor, he held the memorial service for her this past Sunday, where protesters showed up dressed in purple to support Mica. Also, her memorial service, where her friends and family actually showed up, was at the beach, where Mica got baptized, rebaptized. This man was confronted on the grounds of the new site where they're planning to expand the church. Plus, this man was seen in public with this woman, Susie Skinner, 3 days after Mica passed away, in what appears to be an intimate setting, who happens to be the widow of a friend of his, Chris Skinner, who was bound by a wheelchair and also mysteriously passed away in 2021 in a pool drowning incident, where this man officiated his funeral. There's a supposed affidavit that will be released this week where it is alleged that the pastor admitted to the ungodly acts he's accused of, and he apologized to Mica for what he did to her. Now, why this case has drawn national suspicion is that this woman filed a protective order 48 hours before her unaliving. The question is, what happened between Friday afternoon and Saturday when she was found alone with a GSW to her head in a lonely park? I know who knows. God, the individual or individuals involved, and sadly Mica. But what's done in the dark will come to the light, even if you're a pastor. And no, it's not as simple as TD Jakes said. All he has to do is ask for forgiveness and poof, it's finished. This woman, Mica Miller, needs justice, and let's hope that she gets it in this life and the next. Finally, according to the reports, the apple doesn't fall too far from the diseased tree, which is J.P. Miller's father, Wayne Miller, and we'll discuss that next. So make sure you're tuned in and subscribed. Share your thoughts in the comment section, and if you're new here, again, welcome to my channel where you get commentary without all the fluff. Please like the video and subscribe. I'd love to have you be a part of our growing family. Remember to turn on your notification bell and please watch when you're notified. I'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. This just in, the medical examiner just ruled that Mica Miller's cause of death was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Pause to read.